What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to talk about Shathra. We get a 6-star rank 5 version, and before we jump into the gameplay here in the CCP, let's quickly talk about her abilities. So she starts each quest with 0 persistent vengeance, and she gains more attack for each of those vengeance. However, she's going to start with 2 in BGs, so that means she's going to have a slightly more attack rating in BGs. Now, for her light attacks and medium attacks, she inflicts 10 to 16 astral eggs on the opponent, but if they are stunned, this amount goes from 16 to 24. So this is the same thing with like Spider Ham. If the opponent is stunned, Spider Ham, you have a higher chance to apply those perkers, and here you just place more astral eggs. Now also when a buff expires naturally, you inflict 3 to 6 eggs, and when you activate a special, all eggs hatch into 1 indefinite wasps each, and that stacks up to 500. So don't get this, confused. It's a lot easier to explain this while we're actually in the fight. So during Shathra's Special 1 and Special 2, Astral Wasps attack, and for each level of the special attack, the opponent receives energy damage every second per 10 wasps. And it's very easy to get wasps up. You'll see that damage whilst we jump into the gameplay. Now, she kills her own wasps, and for every 15 wasps killed, you place a vulnerability passive for 12 seconds. Now, also her heavy attack is one of the best things ever. You kill 180 wasps per second to power steal 35% of the bar of power from the opponent, granting 425 of power to Shathra. So, as you can tell, you just build up those Astral Wasps, you kill them with your heavy attack, generate power like crazy, and then you also will have those vulnerabilities from draining your wasps and deal decent damage. Now, the potency of your Mystic Dispersion is reduced to 50, and I'm honestly surprised they didn't even remove it at all, because she doesn't need it. Because for each rank, you increase the percentage of stolen power by 15% flat up to 500%. And that's wild. You're gonna see some crazy power again. Now, her 4th light attack kills 30 wasps to nullify 1 buff, and this is pretty good. Honestly, I like that this does not have a cooldown, because it's very easy to get 30 wasps, and you just kill 30 wasps. That's very easy. Now, the SP1 applies a 70% atrophy passive, which is great. Reduces the opponent's duration, which allows you to build up more wasps with this ability, saying that whenever a buff expires naturally, you inflict more eggs. Now this says that the atrophy cannot have its ability accuracy modified by cosmic champions and disables the stand your ground mastery. That is very unique, because you might want to you're heavying a lot with Shathra. So it's very interesting that they added that. Maybe if you spam heavies in the corner, it's very interesting that they added that. Now, the Special 2 inflicts 5 vulnerability passives, but if you activate it after the first hit of the heavy attack, of your heavy attack, if you chain it, you apply an additional 10. Now, here's the cool part. If activated while charging or performing a heavy attack, this special becomes unblockable. So you can do something like dash back, charge your heavy attack, and then just let the opponent run at you. Even if they don't run at you and they block, you're passively unblockable. Now, the Special 3 has a very strong regen. I am going to showcase it in this video. You're probably not going to use it in BGs, but let's see. This special cannot be used unless Shathra is charging a heavy attack. Very good. Same thing with White Tiger, because you might gain too much power. You gain a regen passive, healing 10% of missing health over 8 seconds. But this also recovers 100% of missing health caused by energy damage from damaging effects. This could be Maestro's cosmic radiation. This could be some crazy energy damage from a node or something. This can be very strong. I think Drax's Rockfield is energy damage too. And then on top of that, you get a stun passive for 3.5 seconds, which allows you to dash into the opponent, charge, and build up to another Special 2. Now, the Awaken ability is actually very strong for questing. As an attacker, Shathra starts each fight with a regeneration passive, healing 5% for base health for each stack of vengeance over 4 seconds. So if you're in questing, you have 3 vengeance, you're gonna heal 15% of your base health. And your base health, let's see, 6th rank 5 is 60,000. 15% of your base health is I think 7,000 regen. That's very strong, man. And over 4 seconds too, very quick. Now, whenever a buff on the opponent expires naturally, Shathra has an 80% chance to inflict the person vulnerability. Honestly, it's good, but doesn't really matter too much. So if you were to ask me if Shathra is the Awakening, I would say no. Also, if Shathra is defeated when she has any vengeance, she gains an additional vengeance. That doesn't matter here. So yeah, she does not really need the dupe, in my opinion. Now we are jumping into the gameplay. So this is going to be Drax, the 250k healthful Drax. And I don't know what was that pause there. Cool. So now we have 0 persistent charges. This is not what you're going to see in BGs. We're going to showcase that after the next fight. So as you can see, we placed a ton of eggs. And right now, just so you don't get confused, if I try to heavy charge, it's not going to consume those charges up there. Only after I throw my SP1 and hatch those eggs, I can heavy charge. And as you can see, my power gain is just wild. It's crazy. So here, I probably should remove like my face cam so you guys can see the power gain, but it's going so fast. And throughout our special attack, our eggs are attacking and we deal a ton of damage. So it's like, yeah, it's, you know, this was not the most high HP matchup, but this was 33 seconds. Honestly, it's quite good. Now moving on to this 737. This is very high healthful. And this is going to be with 2 persistent charges, which would be basically what you would start with BGs. Let's see if I move to this, if it's better. Yeah, this is a little bit better, I think. Maybe not. Okay. So we place those eggs right now with our basic attacks. Don't even hit them while stunned, but if we do, we apply more. So you always want to throw an SP1, always. And then just start heavying. That's what you want to do. Go for the special 2 after the first hit over heavy, so you apply those extra vulnerabilities. And as you can see, the damage is not bad, but it's not crazy either. Like, it's okay. So I thought he was gonna hit me there, that's why I stopped. So I think I want to bait this. There we go. As you can see, the atrophy doing some good work. And there, I don't know if you noticed, but we actually got to the special 3 at one point. But after we connect the first hit of the heavy, it actually disables it, as you see. So you can go for that SP2 very quickly. So you're just spamming a ton of specials with Shathra, which is fun. It's not really, you know, you're not dealing a lot of damage. I'm not gonna lie, I wish I had a little bit more damage. But she's fun. She's very fun because you just get to spam those specials. Every champion that, you know, spam specials is always fun. And her animations look quite good to me. So go for another SP2. Probably throw like 5 special 2s. But yeah, you know, she doesn't have the maximum damage. She's not like CDR or anything. So one thing I like about her though is that she doesn't really, it doesn't matter if she crits on her specials. That is the one thing, because like, let's say one champion, if they crit, you know, they're good. Like if Hulk's SP2 crits, it's just insane. You deal so much damage. But the thing about Shathra is like, if she doesn't crit, it doesn't matter, because most of her damage comes out from the eggs attacking, the wasps attacking during the special. So what I'm trying to say is that you're always going to have consistent damage. You know, it's not going to be you crit and you deal damage, or you don't crit and you don't deal damage. It's always going to be the same amount of damage. Now, another thing that I found really weird for this champion, which honestly was Summer's choice, she does not have a single immunity. Like, nothing. Not even armor break, not even buff immune, and nothing. Not even poisons, bleed, or anything. And that is immediately bad for a champion. That is why Quicksilver is not the #1 science champion. He has a ton of utility, but he's not immune to anything. He's only immune to like dexterity, which is cool. But Shathra is not immune to anything. I wish she had something, because like her utility is like not insane. I think she has very strong regeneration with her Sig and her special 3, like very, very strong, one of the strongest in the game. But outside of that, she only has like an atrophy, which you can refresh as well by throwing another special, so you can almost have it like 100% uptime, which is very strong. But outside of that, just like, you know, a bit of power still. As you can see, it's not even that insane. You know, he had, like, see how much he had. Like, we charge it for a bit, which drains some of his power. It's not like insane power control, I would say, but it's insane power gain. So yeah, I don't think she is a really great champion. Like, she's fun to use, but her damage is not the greatest, and utility wise she's like okay. The atrophy is like rare thing to have. It's kind of cool, and I'll give her some points because of the regeneration. The regenerations are very strong, very, very strong. So yeah, but like, I mean, as you can see, the fight is taking a really long time. But I'm gonna say this, she seems confusing to play. But literally, you just throw an SP1 in the beginning, and then once you can't power drain, you throw another SP1, hatch those eggs you have, and then you basically do the same thing over and over, charging heavy and going for special 2s. So very, very easy to use. Also, I don't think I found a better relic than the Iron Fist for her. I don't think she worked for the other ones. I just got the Iron Fist because she has to do with heavying and all that stuff. But look at that regen, like, you know, it heals for 433, which is a really high amount, and we don't even need it. Like, she would heal so much from that. Like, I can see her being a pretty good champion for questing because it's all that regen. But you will see here that this Captain Marvel fight with class advantage is going to be actually quite good. Like, our damage is going to be okay. And I don't know if I did something better in this fight, but yeah, I mean, she is doing a lot more damage. So she is melting right now. Boom. That's pretty good damage. Honestly, that was like 15% of her health. Not bad. Go for the heavy charge again. Heavy charge again. Special 2. 35 vulnerability. I wish those vulnerabilities didn't have a cap. If they didn't have a cap, that would be very interesting. Like, it's so easy to stack them. But it sucks that she has, like, a cap. Go for another switch. I think that's my 3rd special 2. And we probably need, like, 2 more, I would say. Am I trying to bait this? No, I'm not. Okay, go for heavy again. Massive power gain. Like, honestly, I can't deny it's just fun to use. I think at this point, go for another heavy right now, right? Yep. And then I'm gonna do the quick heavy into the special 2. Even if she blocked, she would die. So, you know, for 500k health, this result against Captain Marvel is not terrible. It was a bit bad for Winter Soldier, but this was like a little bit less than, like, you know, 70. It was like 74 seconds. So it's not terrible. Definitely not terrible. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about Shathra. I honestly, the good thing about her is, like I said, consistent damage. She doesn't do much, but it's consistent. And one big thing, if you actually guys pull her as a 7-star, she does not really need the 6. I think she would be amazing even on Awakened. 2 of her effects are like for questing, and the 3rd one doesn't really matter too much. It's only when the buffs expire to place vulnerabilities. But honestly, you're always at the cap anyway. It's so easy to get to the cap once you heavy charge into the special 2. So I'm very excited to make a video for a 7-star rank 2. Maybe I change my mind. Maybe the damage actually scales really well. But definitely excited for that. Let me know what you guys think about Shathra, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.